holidays. Ho, ho, ho. Well, we have a lot to talk about today, and Conrad, where is Conrad? Conrad ran away to the circus. Conrad ran away to San Francisco, where the circus was in San Francisco, but the circus came to Cat City, but he's in San Francisco. But before he left, he had a chance to talk with the circus. Some great people, the Zoppe Family Circus. Very old world, very cool. And while he was away, we were in Borrego Springs. We've got a little bit to talk about what we did there. But before that, we were up in the high desert, up in Joshua Tree, traipsing around in the cold and the wind through the Noah Purifoy Outdoor Museum. And if you know anything about him, just wait till you see. We had a great interview. Assemblage, a visual artist, found objects, really very cool experience. And lastly, we're going to give you a behind the scenes from Martinis and Moxie's upcoming great event December 14th, which is the Trini Lopez immersive musical. We're here with the Gans, and we're just kind of trying to get our lines and get that production going. And as usual, we're brought to you by ProVR USA, the Valley's own virtual reality arcade. And our good friend Derek Etten has a great spot to bring all of your friends and family over the holidays and get into those VR games against each other. How fun will that be? The circus is in town. How fun for the holidays. Right in Cat City, the Zoppe Old World Family, Italian Family Circus is here. And Conrad had a chance to sit down with one of the family members and producers. A great chat. Let's have a look.
Okay, Coachella Valley, the Zoppe Italian Family Circus has come to Cathedral City. That's right. The circus has landed in Cathedral City.
Our family started in circus over 7 generations ago. The way you're going to see the show today is the same way that our ancestors did the show for your ancestors.
So tell us all about this exciting family entertainment event. Is one of the producers and one of the family members, Jeanette Prince. Hey, Jeanette, how are you?
I am very fine, thank you.
Well, first of all, welcome to the desert and welcome to Cathedral City.
Okay, I'm so glad to be here because the sun is shining.
It is shining.
It's warm.
We're very lucky here in the desert.
Yes.
If you look over my shoulder, you will see that this is the circus at the beginning stage, right?
Yep.
The circus actually came from somewhere else. Where were you before here?
So we were in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we got here last night.
The circus happens December 2nd and runs through December 12th.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't you tell our viewers, how many shows per day are there?
Oh, it depends on the day. So on the weekends, we have 3 shows per day. And on the weekdays, there's usually 1.
The shows are approximately how long?
They're about 75 minutes. We have a 15-minute intermission, so I'd expect to be here about 2 hours. We do have it's unique to us, to our circus. It's called a pre-show, and we meet everybody out front, and we do some improv and music and comedy and things like that to really just get to know the crowd, and that starts about half hour before the show.
Tell us about some of the acts.
We have Nino the Clown. He's an internationally renowned clown, and he's like a child, and he's the one that draws the audience into the performance.
And you must have a clown.
Of
or
course.
At least 1 or 2, right?
Yes, I mean, it's a very integral part.
Yes.
We have 1 and a half.
And a half,
Because
okay.
we have a baby clown. So Nino has a little Ninato. He's about 1.5 years old, so he'll be there too, if he's not taking a nap. Now, so we have some constant things like that. We always have horses, and we always have dogs, because this is a very integral part to our community. Very unique to this year is an African troupe. They do all kinds of things: drumming, juggling, a lot of really dynamic acrobatics on the ground. And then up in the air, we have, of course, aerialists like a lyra, but we also have a high wire walker. This guy's really great. He'll go on a bike across the high wire.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, the act I really want to tell you about is super unique, because this act is only performed by 1 family in the entire world. And it's the Portugal family, and they're from Mexico. This boy, he's actually right here. He's helping put up the tent, because all of our artists do. And so what he does is called the ladder of death. And he does basically a backwards fall off of the ladder into backhand springs across the ring. And he goes higher and higher and higher. It's death-defying. It's absolutely astounding. It's something that we've never seen before, and I know you guys have never seen before.
So how do you get the acts? Do people come to you? Do you go searching for them?
Both. I mean, it's family, it's integral, it's sometimes we have to search for something in particular if we're looking for a contortion troupe or whatever, or I mean, even maybe book through an agent or something like that, very official-like, or sometimes it's just like something that we see when we're traveling.
It sounds like a great family event. It sounds like you're going to come away learning some new things. And, well, you know, I say everybody, come on. Come to the circus. We're going to be here once again December 2nd through December 12th. I'll see you at the circus.
Doesn't that look like fun? Well, I can't wait to see the baby clown and that young guy backflip off the ladder higher and higher and higher. Wow, this is going to be fun. So get your tickets and join me. Well, next up and up and up and up to the high desert, we went to Joshua Tree, where we meandered through the Noah Purifoy Outdoor Museum and got a chance to chat with the supervisor and docent of the property. And if you haven't seen any of Noah Purifoy's work, he's an amazing, he was a 60s visual artist. There's a lot we're talking about in this chat that I had with the supervisor and docent of the property. But going through all his found objects and sculptures is really a trip. Let's have a look. We're here at the Noah Purifoy Foundation Outdoor Museum in the indoors right now with the supervisor and docent of the foundation and the property here way up and way out in Joshua Tree. And I'm here with Pat and Terry, who are up here at the foundation, are going to talk about Noah Purifoy and show us around. Tell our viewers a little about Noah Purifoy, because his assemblage art is extraordinary. Perhaps the largest collection in the country is housed here or outdoors?
It's pretty incredible. He was born in 1917 in Alabama, Snow Hill, Alabama. He was the third of the 13 kids, large family. He was a really interesting man. He was a social worker for many years. He was on the Arts Council, California Arts Council for 11 years. And then one day he walked into Chouinard School of the Arts with no portfolio and applied. And he was the first full-time African-American student at that time.
And Chouinard School, is that Atlanta or?
It's California. It's
in California. He moved.
Yes,
okay.
It's now Cal Arts.
Oh, Cal Arts, right.
And the most amazing thing is he started this museum at 72. He came here in 1989, August 1st, 1989, and he was already 72 years old.
How long have you been supervisor of the Outdoor Museum and the foundation property here?
After he passed away, huh?
Yeah, I guess you started in 1999, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The way we got acquainted with Noah was that he needed someone to help clean up the property, and a friend of mine knew Noah, and so she told him about us, and we came out, visited him, and so he said, I only need you just for a little while, we get it cleaned up. And he said, then that'd be great. So when we came out and we worked with Noah and we cleaned stuff up and did stuff for him, and so we figured that it was finished. And we said, well, Noah, that's it. That's all we can do. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here. So I'm still here, but my husband is gone. But I enjoyed every minute with him. I did.
So when he moved here to the high desert, did he kind of come with a clean slate and was inspired by found objects?
It was definitely harder for him when he came here to find objects. In the city, you know, people put their trash out on the sidewalk or, you know, whatever. And generally, a lot of times people will come pick it up, you know, if they want it, if it's a dresser or whatever.
You're talking
chair.
The city of LA.
Yes, the city of LA. And so it was easier for him in the city. When he first came here, he said it was hard for him to find things because people would take their trash to the dump here.
And Pat, I hear you and your husband, did you build the Kwanzaa hut, or there's a theater there?
There's a theater that we built with the supervision of Noah, And also the gallows, we call it Clint Eastwood, hang 'em high. But he helped us do it, and when we finished, he said, "That's what I want." So we our chest really swelled.
Oh, that's great. Well, why don't we go out and have a look at that? And then we'll kind of walk through all the assemblages and show them to you. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, we're here at the Outdoor Museum, and let's go see Noah Purifoy's work. Thank you. Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you, Pat. And thank you, Maxie, for educating us more on Noah Purifoy and showing us around the Outdoor Museum. There's so much to see here. I mean, if you blink your eye, you might miss the whole meaning of one of his assemblages. So do make a trip up to Noah Purifoy. And if you'd like a special docent tour, how does one do that?
They can contact the foundation and arrange a group tour.
Okay, and that's great because you get to go behind the scenes like we've done. So it's an extra special treat. So support the foundation in any way you can. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for wanting to do it.
Thank you for being interested.
So what do you think of that? Basically, all of the objects up there were what he found out here in the desert. He didn't transport his whole art collection with him when he got to the desert. But interestingly enough, as odd as all of this is, there was an amazing retrospective of Noah Purifoy at LACMA, LA County Museum of Art, in 2015, 2 floors where they transported a lot of his work from Joshua Tree to the museum, and that was when I first learned about him. And while we're talking about assemblage, Alan and I were down in Borrego Springs. It has a great little museum, the Borrego Art Institute. Brand new exhibit just opened, which is called Abstract Detritus. Mixed media, assemblage, local artists. It's a gem of an exhibit. We got to see it while we were there, and it runs for some time. So if you have a chance and want to take a nice desert drive through Anza Borrego State Park and go into this beautiful dark sky community, definitely check it out. And I'm sure a lot of you know about our upcoming event at the Palm Springs Cultural Center, where Martinis and Moxie presents Trini Lopez, an immersive musical. This is going to be so much fun, and we're going to give you a little sneak peek behind the scenes with the Gans working on our production, and it's a silly good time. Have a look.
Okay, here we are in the studio of Palm Springs Point of View with Alan and Claudia. I know. And we're working on the Trini Lopez immersive musical. Sean's got the giggle. Here we are in Palm Springs with Claudia and Alan from Martinis and Moxie. We're finishing up the 2022 season at the Cultural Center with the Trini Lopez immersive musical. We're combining film, live performance with the Gan Band, the Dreamboats, and Claudia as Nancy Sinatra.
Ooh.
Let's try one.
All right, let's try it too. You ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
My name is Trinidad Lopez.
Why do they call you Trini?
And everybody calls me Trini for short.
Wrong place.
Isn't that exciting?
See, he says everybody calls me.
That's right, that was right.
Was that right?
It's that gap.
We're excited about December 14th, Martinis and Moxie, the Trini Lopez immersive musical with the Gan Band and the Dreamboats. And Alan and I, we've got the piano bar, the martini bar. It's all going to be so much fun. Do come and join us. And happy holidays to all of you from Palm Springs Point of View. Oh, and here's proof that it's the holidays. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.